starting this video off with a Toyota Vios Racer. I'm in a car park, a fairly nondescript car park, and you can see all that traffic moving not too fast down there. I'm on Bangkok. The traffic is never moving that fast down here, but I haven't come to show you traffic or anything like this. This is part 2 of my GR86 video with the first HKS turbocharger in the world. And today it is going on the dyno right in there. But also, while I'm here, I don't want to just bring you a lot of that 86 too much, because I've already talked through it and shown you pretty much all the details and walked through the project in part 1, which if you haven't seen, drop down in the description and I'll put the link in. But also, I want to show you rev spec, because it's not just a dyno. They have a shop where you'll get more parts than anywhere else in Thailand, and they have a garage and a workshop, and they race cars themselves. These boys are competitive. So let's have a look inside the dyno. And here is Tommy's 86 on the dyno. I showed you it all built up, I showed you everything going on. Now it is time to see what power it can get out of. There's Kunwi, we met last time, the owner of Garage 86, who is going through tuning it as well, and he does the tuning himself. Well, he manages the equipment, the tuner is sitting in the car, and there's going to be a lot of noise now because the air is going, so maybe we get hit by a lot of noise on this video. And you can see, I showed you it all last time, but you can see it all going on here, the HKS kit. It's really nice, really neat. So let me show you a bit of this, looking about 350, 360 I think. This is a pretty light, pretty agile car, and with 350 plus horsepower, this thing is going to be a mental rocket. It's running on E20, so not E85 where you push more power out of, and the engine is stock. All the internals are stock. It's straight out of the showroom. So they don't want to go crazy with this. 350, 360, that's what they're looking at. So let's see what's going on. So the tuner's in the car here. We've just done the first run. And let's have a look here. We're doing about 330 here. So we're ready, the first run. We're right in the sweet spot. And we're not far off where they should be looking at. So while we're waiting for the next run, I just want to recap about this car, because this car is really unique. Tommy, the owner, has just done a huge amount of modification in it. Everything's come over from Japan. He only bought the car earlier this year, and then he spent 2 or 3 months hammering the modifications into it. You can see the aero parts here, but the brakes, the suspension, the drivetrain, he's done absolutely everything on this, and you can see a lot of details. There's a whole light show going on. You can see aero parts, the Volk racing wheels here, and inside here there's a lot of modification, not just the HKS turbo, and he's got a lot more to go because he's ordered the Varis kit for this car. When you order the Varis, you wait a long time. Anyway, that is going on this car, and this is just going to be the most crazy and the most amazingly modified 86 you're ever going to meet. And this is also heading for the Auto Salon next month, and he's definitely going to be one of the stars of that show. We're going again. Let's tune into this. And you can see they're pushing up now. They're over 350 for their maximum horsepower. And they're around about 470 on the torque graph as well. So this thing is right in the sweet spot now. So here we have the money shot, 370 horsepower, and they're running about 0.7, 0.8 bar, E20 on a stock engine. That is going to be a handful. That is going to be a lot of fun to drive. We're going to have a quick word with Kung Wee to explain a little bit of what he's been doing today.
Hi, today became the second day for the GR86 HKS tuning. So far, at first we expect around 370 horsepower on wheel horsepower, and right now I think we got on the target that we want now in 370 horsepower, and we're gonna do a little bit of clearing the data to get all the power and everything all clearly and nice and smoothly. So this car we got so far is the HKS turbocharger with E20 petrol, and we're running the boost on low boost is 0.65, and the high boost we do on only 0.8, and on the low boost we got so far is around 330 to 340, and the high boost we got around 370 horsepower.
So here we have 375 horsepower now on 0.8 bar boost. So I've already introduced you to Kung Wee from 86 Garage, but this guy here, the tuner, a famous flat engine tuner who I haven't seen for years. He used to tune the A Motorsport cars in Supercar when they built those crazy Subaru home-built cars that used to race and win in Supercar maybe 10, 12 years ago. I've not seen him in many years, but this guy, when it comes to Subaru flat engines, is the god of tuning. and he's back with this. So it's a long reunion, but this guy is the best tuner of Subaru engines you can imagine. He's done it. He's proved himself in racing for years with A Motorsport a long time ago. So it's nice to catch up with him again and see him work his magic tuning this car. We're going to end today on 375 horsepower for this car, which I think is pretty impressive, pretty cool. Running on E20, running on 0.8 bar, completely stock engine. This thing is going to be absolutely like a rocket, so I'm out of here. They're actually going to come back tomorrow. They're going to change a couple of pipes for a stronger compound pipe. They're going to be on the dyno again tomorrow, but I am calling it a day here. And I'm going to leave the last word here to Turbo. He's RevSpec's dog. He is absolutely cool. He's absolutely chilled. The dyno fires out. He doesn't blink at all. He's seeing all the cars you can imagine tuned up. And with that, with this chill guy heading off, me too.